responsibilities of the COM, or responsibilities we can say of the ministers. You see, there are two types of responsibility. Here when we say responsibilities, to whom the ministers are responsible to, that is the question that we are discussing. Under the Constitution of India, we have got two types of responsibility: individual responsibility and collective responsibility. You see, at both the levels, as we are doing smart work, at the union level, a minister is individually responsible to the president. It is mentioned in Article 75 Clause 2. So, under Article 75 Clause 2, a minister is individually responsible to the president. It can also be said that a minister holds office during the pleasure of the president. The second statement or the third statement may be there in your examination. Now, when we say a minister holds office during the pleasure of the president, it means that the president appoints a minister and he can be removed by the president only. Politically speaking, a minister is responsible to the prime minister, because it is on the advice of the prime minister that the president appoints, but you are not supposed to write it, otherwise you will be confused in the examination. You need to encircle president. So, wherever you will see individual responsibility, it means the president. And if there is a reasoning assertion question here, so for this purpose, here what we need to write is that the president appoints a minister and a minister can be removed by the president. Done? Now, at the state level, if you see, then we have got Article 164 Clause 1. So, under Article 164 Clause 1, a minister is individually responsible to the governor. That is, a minister in the state will hold office during the pleasure of the governor. Means the governor appoints a minister and the governor can remove a minister. Now, coming to collective responsibility. Collective responsibility means the responsibility of the whole council of ministers, to whom the COM, to whom the government is responsible to. Under Article 75 Clause 3, the COM is responsible to the House of the People. To the House of the People. House of the People means the Lok Sabha. And under Article 164 clause 2 at the state level, the COM is responsible to the state legislative assembly. This is the factual part. Now, we need to develop an understanding of this concept of collective responsibility. If you talk about this concept of collective responsibility, it is based on the principle of swim and sink together. That is, a no confidence motion cannot be introduced against an individual minister, and for the failure of a policy, the whole council of ministers will be responsible. This is the concept of collective responsibility. Suppose if the opposition feels that the agricultural policy of the government of India is a failure, it does not mean that a no confidence motion will be introduced against the agriculture minister. If it is to be introduced, it will be introduced against the whole council of ministers. This is the concept of this collective responsibility, that is swim and sink together.